Hello, everyone, and welcome to Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse for CTN's coverage of Section 5 3A volleyball tournament action. Tonight, first round between the number 11 seeded Park Center Pirates and the number 6 seed Coon Rapids Cardinals. Joe Young and Howie Shapiro here with all of tonight's action. And Howie, a team that the Cardinals beat in 3 early in the season, and a team in Park Center that hasn't found a lot of success in full-length games.
Actually, I was told today they were beaten in 4. It took them 4 games the first time. But you're right, this is an opportunity for Coon Rapids to come in and tune up for, if they win, a matchup with Centennial. Of course, they've got to get past Park Center at first. But, you know, I think they're real confident coming in. Talking to Coach Megan Lee, she said that the girls are ready. The girls seem like they're ready to play, and they want to go for 3 tonight.
Well, and as we have talked about over the last couple of weeks, this team in this season has really stepped from the lower ranks of the Northwest Suburban into the intermediate ranks, and here is a chance for them to prove that with everything on the line in the section tournament. This is the top half of the bracket. Blaine, the number 1 seed, and number 4 seeded Maple Grove earning the byes. Champlin Park and Rogers battling for the chance to take on Blaine on Friday night. Irondale and Spring Lake Park, the 5 and 12 seeds. The winner of that will face Maple Grove. In the bottom half of the bracket, the Cardinals, the number 6 seed, all the way at the bottom, along with the number 11 seeded Park Center Pirates. They will hopefully get past this round and travel to see the number 3 seeded Centennial Cougars on Friday night. Osseo is the number 2 seed. They face the winner of Totino Grace and Mounds View on Friday night. So the games mean a little bit more, as they do for every athlete at this time of the year. And now it's time to prove how much progress they've made over the regular season.
Yeah, and you go back to those brackets. Coach Megan Lee told me before this match she was real happy with the draw that she got, and an opportunity to not get in the draw where the number 1 seed is. You've got Osseo on one side and Centennial. So you have to get through Park Center first, and Park Center's not going to give up. They know they want to come in here and try and steal a victory in this building, but they know that if the Cardinals play their game, that they have an opportunity to get out here in 3.
Well, certainly every low seed wants to be a spoiler, and the Cardinals hoping that they get past this one, and then they can be the spoiler against 2 teams that they lost to during the regular season, first in Centennial and then possibly Osseo, should they get past that one. So, that's the beauty of playoffs. Of course, you wipe the records out, everybody comes in even, and only one team goes away happy.
You had to look at head coach Randy Olmstead in his 5th season as the coach for the Park Center Pirates, and he told me that really what they need to do here, if they want to get the win, is play solid defense and run their offense. And again, you can't, as you mentioned, as a lower seed, you expect to try and be the upset, try and be the spoiler here in the Cardinals, on the Cardinals' home court.
Well, the last time we saw the volleyball team in action, I believe, was against Elk River. And we saw some very good serving on the part of the Cardinals. It's turned out to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 18 service aces in 3 games.
Coach Lee also, told us that she reminded us that when we've been here, they have won. So if they win tonight, they want us to follow them all the way through until the very end, as late as possible. And I told him you would do that if you had to bring your own camera from home.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
You're always so good at volunteering me and my time.
Absolutely. I'm always looking out for you.
I say a section championship for either volleyball or football, or a state championship for either soccer team, and you shave the mustache.
Let me think about that one for a little bit.
Here's a look at the starting lineups for the Pirates. Megan Van Holzen, Devin Bilodeau, Allison Hansen, Marissa Martinson, Amy Van Holzen, and J.C. Fry. For the Cardinals, Tori Crafty, Abby Boisjolet, Alicia Reinhardt, Ashley Angen, Angela Cook, and Katie Kerfeld. So I believe both libero players are going to check in as we start. Maliani onto the floor, and we'll start at the service line. And Alexa Senovia will come onto the floor as a defensive specialist for the Pirates. Everybody ready, and here we go. Van Holzen picks up the service, and Zinovia didn't get what she wanted on it.
You know, we talk all the time that this is a game of runs, and it's really true, and I think you'll see a lot of the same here. But I think, you know, the Cardinals, as I was going to say that, they serve out of bounds, but I think the Cardinals want to take advantage and get on that run first, get on a quick run.
Megan Van Holzen at the service line, picked up by Boisjolet. Attacking is Engen, that's picked up. Nice save by Kerfeld. The block at the line by Fry and Bilodeau.
It was a good job.
Hansen, rather.
A good job by Park Center to time that the hit from Reinhardt and get the block, take the early 2-1 lead.
Engen attacking again, picking it up is Fry. She will push it over, and she's going to be called for the carry. Tori Kraft, the sophomore setter for Coon Rapids, serving at a 2-2 game. Crafty, excuse me. It's the second name I've said wrong already.
No, it's early. The night's young. Plenty of time to do it again.
To do many, many more.
Yes, many.
Reinhardt attacking in the middle. Diving to the floor was Fry, but it's played out of bounds. And we're back to a tie.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to apologize to Michelle Yanni. I called her Molly.
No, just tonight?
Yes.
I didn't even listen. Well, that's par for the course as well.
Serve from Engen is long.
A couple of services in this first game for Coon Rapids a little bit long, and they know they don't want to give points away like that.
Allison Hansen serving for Park Center and into the net.
So far a seesaw battle back and forth. Neither team able to gain much of an advantage.
Well, most of the 8 points so far given to the other team through bad serves or
miss hits.
That one will get over the net just barely. And Fry carried it anyhow, but it landed out of bounds. Peterson at the service line again. Fry picks it up. Pushed over and finding the floor, Megan Van Holzen.
And that was a nice play by Van Holzen. She just kind of gave it a little bit of English and just tipped it lightly over the net. Kind of caught that Coon Rapids defense off guard.
They were expecting her to set. Instead, she pushed it just over their heads and puts the game or match back at a tie. Kerfeld attacking and getting the point.
Oh, it was a nice attack by Kerfeld. She's able to put it to the back corner. That would be her 43rd kill of the year.
Paige Jones coming in. And Katie Rosinski serving. Played over by Van Holzen. Jones attacking and stuffed at the line by Amy Van Holzen.
Beautiful timing for Van Holzen. She's able to get up and get the point for her team. 6-5 in favor of the Pirates now.
Nice save by Yanni going to the floor. Young plays it over. This time finding the hole in the defense was Bilodeau. And it's a 6-7 Park Center lead. Beaujolais back in and headed to the service line. 7-7 our score now. And that'll be a service ace as it was misplayed by Tricia Holmes. And now one into the net.
We're tied at 8. Neither team able to get too much of an advantage.
Zinovia
so
at the service line. Beaujolais at the back line. Jones will angle it over, picked up by Van Hulsen. Fry passes it over. Cardinals set up Engen on the far side. Nice save by Van Hulsen, but Engen jumped right back up and put it back to the floor.
Yeah, she hit the first one, a good return for Park Center, and able to put that kill away. Ashley Engen. That'd be her 35th kill of the season.
And a carry called on Rosinski. We'll put Park Center back in front, 10-9.
You know, I think this being the first game of a section match, and both teams maybe a little bit conservative, just trying to feel each other out a little bit to see what they're going to offer.
A little bit of a scramble, but a point for the Cardinals off a serve. It looked like they might not be able to return, and Abby Beaujolais punched it over just to get it across the net and instead finds the floor and evens it up again at 10 apiece. Crafty. Serve picked up by Van Hulsen. Hansen plays it over. Reinhardt met Hansen at the net. Hansen wins the battle and keeps Park Center back in front.
Oh, that's set a little bit too close to the net, allowing Park Center to get that point.
And a service into the net for Fry gives the tie, and the serve back to Coon Rapids. Engen at the service line as Young comes in and Beaujolais heads to the bench. Engen serve an ace.
That was a nice serve from Engen. That is her 25th ace on the year. She leads the squad.
And it puts Cardinals back in front, 12-11. Skipped it off the top of the net, picked up. Punched over by Van Hulsen. Young attacking but long.
And neither team, when they get the 1 point advantage, can move away from the other.
Mariah Kubik checking in for Coon Rapids. Reinhardt gets the kill.
And that was power. That was her 153rd kill. Make that 154th kill on the season. She has 2 tonight. Let's see it again. Nice set. And she's able to pound that one down with authority.
Ashley Peterson will serve. Coon Rapids in the lead, 13-12. See if they can make it a 2-point lead, and not this time. Have yet to see a 2-point lead in this game. Tied at 13. Tricia Holmes serving for Park Center. Kubik picks it up. Set goes for Young. Didn't get much on it. There to pick it up was Holmes.
Go.
Kerfeld punches it over. Van Holzen hits it long.
And the lead goes back over to Coon Rapids. A couple more substitutions for the Cardinals.
Moving a lot of bodies in
Yep.
now. We talked to Coach Lee about that after the last game we did and how important it is for the program that they're able to get so many young players varsity experience right away. And getting the ace right off the bat is Rosinski, third service ace for Coon Rapids.
And the first 2-point lead.
That too.
Rosinski, her 7th ace on the year.
Park Center able to just barely pass this one over. They go across to Young. Good net play again, and a nice desperate hit by Paige Jones as she fell and still able to get it to the floor.
Yeah, she was able to place it in a spot on the floor where the Pirates were not able to even attempt at a return.
Setting to Young. And a big, and that's going to cost him. Diving hit by Fry went out the back line. And there wasn't much that Synovia could do. Laid it into the basketball net.
Yeah, when that backboard is there, and it's not much you can do. 4-point lead for Coon Rapids.
This timeout, of course, called by Park Center. Cardinals want to see if they can keep this streak alive. And Howie, we're going to be talking a lot of playoffs.
Yes, we will.
Come next week sometime.
Not sure exactly when, depending on how the teams play out. Obviously, depending on how the soccer teams play out.
Yes. Big state quarterfinals for boys on Thursday, for girls on Friday. And we hope to see both of them playing the beginning of next week at the Metrodome.
Yes, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Would
nice
be
to
very
get back to the dome.
Rosinski continuing her service. Punched over by Van Holzen. Jones attacking, saved by Fry, high pass. Synovia plays it back in, moved across by Van Holzen. Good volley going here. Park Center able to get it over, and they're going to win the point.
And that was a big point for Park Center because they the Cardinals on that run had that 4-point lead.
They called the timeout to stop the rally, and then were able to win a long point and do just that. Billadou plays it over. Yanni right back to the Park Center side. Another quick push, and
It's a carry.
a carry called against Coon Rapids.
Yeah, now this match starts, as far as the volleys between the two squads, starting to pick up. 17-15 Coon Rapids.
Amy Van Holzen serving. Yanni with a nice dig. Played over by Young. Fry attacking and getting the kill.
It turned out to be a nice timeout called for Park Center.
Their best streak of the game coming out. And now Coon Rapids wants to talk about it.
Yeah, and I think that's a good timeout. Kind of settle your squad down by Coach Megan Lee, and opportunity to say, you had the 4-point lead, it's down to 1.
Let's get it.
Let's pick up and get some points back and get that lead back, because you're starting to get up to, with 17 points, you're 8 points away from victory, and start to play where you really want to capture that first game.
And of course, if they can win the point coming out of the timeout, they would retain the lead.
Well, the timeout did wonders for Park Center. Let's see what Coon Rapids has from this timeout.
Amy Van Holzen at the service line.
There's Chad Keaty. He'll be with us at the soccer game tomorrow, I'm assuming.
I'll have to talk to him about that. I would assume as well, but you know what they say about assuming things. Paige Jones playing it over. Bilodeau attacking in the middle and long. And Coon Rapids will stay in the lead.
Well, and excuse me, and that's an important point too, because it brings them to 18 with the service. And if they can put together a nice little run again, they can try and capture this first game here.
Katie Young now at the service line. And both teams able to stop streaks with timeouts. Fry, the point.
Yeah, that was a nice kill by Fry. A lot of authority on that. It was set up perfectly for her, and she made the Cardinals pay. Nice setup here. Able to pound it to the back line.
Sanovi at the service line. Yanni picks it up. Jones will punch it over. Megan Van Holzen played it over, and Jones played it into the net. We're back to a tie at 18-all.
Yeah, a little mistiming by Paige Jones, because that was set nicely for her.
And now played into the net.
Well, again, now you get the 1 point advantage, and you need to take advantage of that with your serve.
Michelle Yanni, one of the top servers for the Cardinals, and she gets an ace.
That is her 25th ace on the year. Ties for the lead with Engen.
Fry. Engen, nice play. Reinhardt called for the carry. I don't know that she got under that one at all, but redirected it nicely.
Yes, she did.
Unfortunately, illegally. It was good, quick hands, but all for naught. Megan Van Holzen with the serve. Jones punches it over. Nice save by Amy Van Holzen. Megan will play it over. Reinhardt, little too long.
That's going to tie it up at 20. Park Center needed that point.
Reinhardt attacking and scoring.
It's going to give the Cardinals the 1 point lead and the serve.
You said this is a position they should try and capitalize on.
I would
the last
think,
two times they've had it.
Yeah, that's why I didn't say it.
The attack by Hansen is wide, and Coon Rapids goes up 22-20.
See, if I didn't say it, then they get the extra point. The
Gotcha.
Park Center Pirates call a timeout. Their team looking at 3 points away from dropping the first game. Smart timeout by head coach Randy Olmsted.
Well, and as I mentioned after the Coon Rapids timeout, the first two, one for each squad, were successful in stopping opponent runs, which is, of course, how the coaches try to use the timeouts.
Well,
and last game that we did against Elk River, it just wasn't the case.
Nope.
Elk River tried in vain several times, and the Cardinals' streaks would not stop.
Well, and as you mentioned, the Cardinals so strong from the service line in that contest.
(22-20). Paige Jones serving in Game 1 of the Section 5 3A tournament, and into the net. J.C. Fry has been the Pirates' top attacker, hoping she can help them from the service line as well. Engen kind of desperately punched that one over, but Park Center can't return, and Coon Rapids is now 2 points away and 2 points in the lead.
A little bit too far. Megan trying to go for that back line.
Allison Hansen will try and even it up. And she'll get the ace and do just that. And a timeout by Coon Rapids.
And again, a good timeout for the Cardinals to stop, talk about things tied at 23.
Ice the server
Yep.
a little bit. Howie, our busy week of tournament action continues
Yes, it
tomorrow
does.
night with state quarterfinal action. The Coon Rapids Cardinals, the number 3 seed in the state tournament, will take on St. Cloud Tech. That is at Irondale High School starting at 7:30 on Thursday. We hope a lot of Cardinal fans will come out and cheer on the boys soccer team and make their state experience everything it can be and cheer them on, hopefully, to a trip to the Metrodome. But it will premiere here on Thursday night at midnight.
That should be a lot of fun. Talked to Coach Jacob today, and his squad is definitely ready. Another congratulations go to him as the state soccer coach of the year.
Hansen just barely got that one over the net, but Young there to pick it up. Reinhardt attacking and score it.
Big point for the Cardinals. They were a point away from getting that first game with the serve.
Most importantly, get it over the net into play.
Yes.
Something the Cardinals have had some difficulty with here in game 1. Reinhardt puts it in play. Van Hulsen plays it over. Young attacking. They got a piece of it. Billadou plays it over. Reinhardt is there. Attack and a kill for Angela Cook.
And the Cardinals will get that first game, all-important first game here in the section tournament play.
And we'll see what happens. They got the jitters out now. They hope they can make it a 2-game lead when we come back for game 2. You're watching Section 7-5A volleyball action on CTN.
Once you post your image online, you can't take it back. Anyone can see it. Family, friends, anyone. Remember, think before you post.
Back at Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse, about ready to get game 2 underway. Coon Rapids held on for a win in the seesaw battle in game 1. Nice point there by Katie Kerfeld. Alicia Reinhardt picked up 4 kills, but the net play of Park Center pretty good in game number 1. Cardinal service games continues to be hot as well.
There you see the stat, 9 kills for the Cardinals, and it was a seesaw battle throughout in that first game. And Park Center is going to start this second game with point number 1. Joe had talked about 4 aces for Coon Rapids in that first game as well.
Van Hulsen picks one up on point 1 here in game 2. Billadou or Hansen rather, gets up and finds the floor, and a quick 2-0 lead for Park Center. Beaujolais picks up the serve. Engen able to play it over. Reinhardt good at the line.
Oh, great placement by Reinhardt, just able to redirect it. Soft little tap over the net.
Good serve from Tori Crafty. Played over by Hansen.
You're going to say it was a Crafty serve?
Katie Kerfeld will get the kill as the Pirates could not return it. And all of a sudden, Coon Rapids in front.
Now, we talked about game of runs, and I think this is obviously an important game for Park Center. They want to get back into it, but I think even more so for the Cardinals because they can get a commanding 2-game lead if they can continue to play down the stretch here.
Good play at the net right there by both Engen and Reinhardt. Reinhardt attacking, a good play again at the net by Park Center. And a carry called against Megan Van Holzen will give Coon Rapids the 4-2 lead. Hansen attacking in the middle and ends the Cardinals' run.
A good job by Hansen to get the point for Park Center. It's been a pretty good, nice force in the middle so far tonight for the Pirates.
Kerfeld attacking and scoring as Synovia couldn't handle it on the back line. Synovia picks it up. Van Holzen plays it and right into the corner. Can't get any better placement than that.
No, you couldn't, and and the Cardinals were kind of watching that, thought maybe that was going to go out, but perfect placement in the deep in the far corner.
You give her that set again, and I bet she hits that shot maybe 2 out of 10.
Well, maybe. You're probably right.
I mean, that well into the corner, but now a serve by Hansen right into the net, so.
And Charlie Brown coming into the action. I think it's the first time we've seen her this evening.
Reinhardt serving. Pushed over by Synovia. Kerfeld attacks. Fry is there. Punched over by Martinson. That attack wouldn't quite go over for Megan Hayes. Pushed over by Kerfeld. Trelly Brown finishes it off. Good net play there by the Cardinals.
Yeah, and good awareness, too, by Brown to be able to realize that she's able to push that one home. Great action. And the nice dig right there. No, we didn't see it, but Charlie Brown with a nice point.
Carry called on Reinhardt. Will give the serve back to the Pirates. Tricia Holmes coming in to handle that responsibility. Yanni will play it over for Coon Rapids. Fry to pick it up. One Van Holzen to another. The attack picked up by Kubik. Passed over by Megan Hayes, and then the attack very long for Amy Van Holzen.
Yeah, and that's going to give the Cardinals a 3-point lead here at 8-5.
Krasinski comes in to serve. skips it over and gets the ace. That one just died in front of Tricia Holmes. And the Cardinals are working it at 9-5. Make it 10-5.
Again, nice start of a little run for the Cardinals. Able to get that lead up to 5. Like to see it keep going here with Coach Megan Lee.
Holmes will play it over Kubik. And the attack by Jones, kind of a little change-up attack. Pushed back over by Van Holzen. And
that's that little too
kind of
far.
kind of a long run for Megan Hayes and couldn't get the good hit on it. Amy Van Holzen serving for Park Center. And that's going to be a carry against Paige Jones.
A little indecision on the part of the Cardinals.
Well, Jones was called off of it because Kubik thought it was going to be wide. Instead, it's an ace for Amy Van Holzen.
Makes it 10-8 now.
Jones will stop that trend and keep the lead at 3. Or push it back to 3, yes. I should say. Zinovia plays it over by Bilodeau. Attack is picked up by Van Holzen. Fry will play it over. Boisjolet is there. The set goes to Jones, and she's going to get the kill.
Yeah, good job by Jones to get that kill in the far corner. Holmes tried to get it, but it was just a little too hard and a little too far for her.
Boisjolet short arms it. But the Pirates are able to pick it up. Trelly Brown with a nice play at the net will keep the point for the Cardinals.
That's going to make it 13-8. That lead back to 5 for Coon Rapids. A good timeout by Coach Olmsted. Talked his team, settle things down just a little bit.
Yeah, 5 points,
yep.
Much bigger lead than either team had in game 1. When a 2-point lead was big. Coon Rapids doing a nice job, as we've talked about yep. Putting together a couple of nice runs here in this game. Had the 5-point run real early.
Well, and you know, and the big thing too is when you get those runs to hold on to it, because that's why you build your lead, and you give maybe a point back here or there, but don't let your opponent go back and get a run of their own.
And the game for both teams being played much better here in game 2. There was a lot of sloppy play in
yep.
game 1.
Yep.
Saw a lot more serves into the net, that type of thing, and miss hits than we have so far here in game 2. This time, Boisjolet going to the back line and picked up by Holmes. Fry attacking, and Coon Rapids touched the net.
Puts the score at 13-9 now.
Boy, and Boisjolet made a nice dig on that attack, but Zinovia this time does miss far side. Okay, that confused me. I looked up and all of a sudden it said 17-9. I went,
well, just considers doing the scoring.
Ooh, there was power.
That'll leave a mark.
There was power behind that one for Alicia Reinhardt.
14-9. I'm sorry, 15-9, my bad.
See, Nate's adding points to the Cardinals. You're taking them away.
Well,
that pass
but
a little
Nate's
too tight to the net.
Nate's adding them like 3 at a time.
And the serve back to Park Center.
There he is. Oh, he's not looking at the camera. Sure. There he goes.
Served by Megan Van Holzen, picked up by Boisjolet. Reinhardt attacking in the middle, and
it's going to make it
another big kill.
16-10.
Served by Crafty, picked up by Sinovia. Played over. Attacking is Kerfeld. Good net play again by the Pirates. Cardinals recover. Engen attacks from the other side and gets the point.
Well, nice job by Engen because she put it between 2 Park Center Pirates right towards the back line for the point.
Well, a nice job by the Cardinals as a unit to set up an attacker on one side. That gets blocked. They pick it back up and bring it to the other side and get an effective attack and get the point. Yanni had to stretch for that one. And the Cardinals, the attack by Reinhardt apparently skipped off the net, so it was 4 hits.
It puts the score at 17-12 now. Park Center trying to cut into that lead.
Fry putting some good power. Cardinals keeping that one alive and playing it over. Pushed over, nice save by Boisjolet. Kerfeld punches it over. And a carry called on Martinson. Lead back to 6. Engen prepared to serve.
Yeah, you get that advantage and you give them the point back and the serve. That's something I know Coon Rapids like trying to avoid.
And now Allison Hansen to serve for the Pirates. Yanni there to pick it up. Crafty sets. Reinhardt attacks long.
A little bit. Cut the lead to 4 now, 18-14.
And now an ace for Hansen. And the Pirates back within 3. Trying to put together a little rally of their own. Poked over by Kerfeld. And the Pirates poke it back over and get the point.
And that puts them down by 2. And, you know, obviously they know the urgency in this game because they do not want to fall behind by 2.
Kubik picks up the serve. Big attack from Hayes, and she gets the kill.
Boy, that was huge, and it was a big point because it gives them that 3-point lead, but it also gives them the serve back, and now they're at 19. Can see the light at the end of the tunnel in terms of game number 2.
Well, and Megan Hayes timed it perfectly. Came from got a 3-step run into the attack, and then pounded it right to the floor. Peterson serving for Coon Rapids, picked up by Fry. Van Holzen plays it over. Hayes is there. Little miscommunication, but Kubik able to play it over. Van Holzen tips it over and finds the hole in Coon Rapids defense.
Yeah, she saw that hole and able just to kind of lightly place it over perfectly before Coon Rapids actually can get to the ball, and gives the 2-point cushion now for the Cardinals, but Park Center know it's getting close. And they want to get back into this as quickly as possible.
Hayes attacking again. Zinovia there to handle it. They'll go back to her. The left side this time a little too long. And the lead is down to 1. And Coon Rapids will call a timeout.
Yeah, good timeout by. Well, no, maybe they're not going to call timeout. They're just gonna make a change.
Kubik picks up the serve from Holmes. Brown attacking. And good net play again as Devin Bilodeau gets the stuff in the middle.
They see it again. Nice stuff.
And we're tied up at 19. And this time Park Center played the net play a little too aggressive, and they go over the net. And Coon Rapids gets the serve and the lead right back.
Yeah, and that's a tough point loss for Park Center because they had the momentum on their side and looked like they were potentially going to get that point. Nonetheless, Cardinals get it.
And Katie Rosinski serves into the net, so Park Center will get the serve right back.
Game 1 was close. Game 2 also very close.
Well, it looked for a while there like Cardinals might pull away. Had a 6-point lead a couple of times. And now Park Center with the ace by Van Holzen will take its first lead since it was 2-1.
Now Coon Rapids will take that timeout, trailing by a point. Head coach Megan Lee getting things in order.
Well, the Cardinals
There's head coach John Young. Big win for his team. Big win in terms of offensive output. 62 points in their victory over St. Francis.
Yeah, 400-plus yards in the first half and 8 touchdowns.
Yeah, it's just
in the first half.
Yeah, just incredible. Now they've got a little tougher opponent in Cambridge Isanti, who beat, and they're calling it an upset. I don't call it an upset, but they did beat Anoka 21-10 in Anoka's backyard. So.
I have a lot of respect for the Anoka program, but this year's squad was not as good a team as I am used to.
No, they weren't. They weren't.
That is KJ? No, it's something J. I know that. That is the son of Shannon Madison. She was telling me, I was talking to her about it at a soccer game last week. Fry playing it over, picked up, punched over by Jones. Holmes is there. Both teams trying to get tricky and play it over on second hits. It's not working. The attack by Fry is out, and we're tied again. Coon Rapids back with the serve.
Yeah, a big point for Coon Rapids, too, because they did not want to fall behind by 2 at 22-20. Now, if they hold service, they've got an opportunity here. See if they can, as you mentioned, they were up relatively handily early in this game.
Katie Young serving. Holmes passes it right back. Trelly Brown tried to capitalize and didn't quite get it over the net. And that was a great opportunity, and Brown just got on top of the ball just a little bit too much. Engen attacking. Van Holzen to Van Holzen. And played over to the floor by Hansen. And it is a 2-point lead at 23-21.
Well, at this point in the game, that's a nice cushion for Park Center. Just 2 points away from capturing game 2. And Megan Lee's going to take another timeout for Coon Rapids, settle her team down a little bit. You know, they know coming into this, they had that first game lead. If they knew winning the second game would be huge. Still plenty of opportunity.
Of course, we'll have highlights of this tournament action and hopefully a match against Centennial on Friday.
Yep.
A lot of playoffs to talk about, including, as you mentioned, the 62-14 victory for the football team in the section quarterfinals last night over St. Francis. And we will also have their highlights from their quarterfinal matchup from Saturday when they host Cambridge Isani.
I actually get to talk about a football game.
You get to talk about a football game.
I'm excited.
Jones plays it over. Big stuff at the line by Ashley Engen.
Yeah, and that was maybe the biggest stuff of this game too.
Well, it's the first block of the night for Coon Rapids. And now Yanni's serving. Fry will play it over. Young is there. Jones. And it's right where Holmes couldn't get to it.
Well, now
a timeout the other way as we've tied it at 23.
Yeah, and I think that's an important timeout too now this time for Park Center because it looked like they had the momentum at 23-21. Coon Rapids doing a really nice job of getting back into it, tying the score at 23. They will hold serve.
And of course, the next point is possibly the biggest point of the game.
Okay, they're counting. That's a little lame. They're counting every time they kick. I like the somersaults.
Well, they count every time they do somersaults too.
Yeah, but it's challenging somersaults. You could do that. Somersaults, I'm not so
as
sure
well as they did.
Well, maybe that.
23 all. Michelle Yanni to serve for Coon Rapids. Holmes picks it up. The set goes to Fry. Attacks and finds the floor. And Park Center will be serving for game point.
Well, and Fry's been playing really well, and that was she's been doing that a number of times this evening, and able to get the point for her team and turn the serve back over. And Park Center 1 point away from game 2.
Jones picks up the serve. The set goes to Reinhardt, plays it long, and this match is all tied up. Cardinals stormed to a 6-point lead midway through, but Park Center fought back. They get the 25-23 win. And even the match at 1 game apiece. Game 3 coming up next on CTN.
It's a great day, isn't it?
Yeah. Too bad your boat's gonna sink at 11:05.
Don't come closer. I have rabies. Don't you wish there were warnings to protect you from life's risks? With diabetes, there is one. It's called A1C, a simple blood test that helps measure your risk of a heart attack and other complications. Learn more at diabetesaonc.org.
Joe, you look at this matchup on paper, and there's no contest, but this game is not played on paper, and you know in this conference anything can happen.
Anderson drops back to pass, has a little time. And he will pitch again, and Muhlenberg running right.
And Howie, a big opponent coming in for the Coon Rapids Cardinals. This defense only giving up 11 points a game.
Coon Rapids back on top.
Unbelievable.
Pirates with a nice comeback in game 2 have made this at least a 4-game contest. Coon Rapids stormed to the early lead. Good net play there by Alicia Reinhardt. Charlie Brown adding to the offense, as did Ashley Engen. They were up by 6 at a couple of different points, but Park Center stormed back. It gets the win on the long hit by Reinhardt on game point.
3 more aces did the trick for Park Center in that game too, 4-1. So it kills Cardinals with a little bit of an advantage there, but the advantage on the scoreboard goes to Park Center.
Which, of course, is the most important.
Absolutely.
So now it's a best-of-3 contest for a chance to play Centennial. Yanni's serve picked up by Martinson. Fry, a big attack. Nice save by Beaujolais, but the Cardinals couldn't turn it around. And give the kill to J.C. Fry, who has shown off some power here tonight for Park Center.
What a great dig there, though.
Reinhardt stuffed by Hansen.
We've seen it all evening from Hansen. Just a great job in the center, the middle of that net, timing her jump. Park Center with a 2-0 lead.
And they get 3 on the ace by Megan Van Holzen. Reinhardt attacking and gets the first point of game 3 for Coon Rapids.
Little indecision there on the behalf of Park Center. Gives the Cardinals their first point of this game 3.
Crafty serving, picked up by Van Holzen. Fry attacking, stuffed at the line, but the Pirates able to pick it up. Reinhardt attacking and another kill.
That's a powerful kill by Reinhardt. No opportunity for Park Center to get to that ball. Perfect set. And a perfect kill.
Bilodeau attacking in the middle. Pass was played back weakly. Nice save by Beaujolais, though. And Engen mistimed her jump a little bit. And Park Center will get the serve back. Fry plays it into the net. Coon Rapids serve.
We saw a lot of that in game 1, back and forth. Both teams giving the other team points, either on missed hits or serves into the net.
Zinovia picks it up, played over by Van Holzen. Cardinals set to Reinhardt. She just tips it around the block for the point.
That's one way to counteract Hansen at the net, is you just give a little English, a little tip to the side, and we're tied at 4. Nice job by Reinhardt.
Engen with a nice serve. And Fry made a nice diving dig, but it came right at Amy Van Holzen, and she couldn't avoid carrying it, I guess.
Now Cardinals with a 2-point lead at 6-4.
Megan Van Holzen will play it over. Cardinals touch the net or went under. Either way, point Park Center. Reinhardt attacking right side and scoring.
She can do it from a number of different spots on the floor. Nice kill for Reinhardt there from the side.
And she'll come out of the game, be replaced by Ashley Peterson at the service line. Fry's pass a little bit weak, and Kerfeld got hung up on the net. And now Tricia Holmes to serve. Park Center trailing by 1. Hayes attacking, and she scores.
And able to find that spot on the floor. Park Center a little bit slow to react. And Coon Rapids takes that 2-point lead at 8-6.
Rasinski back in and serving for the Cardinals and getting the ace.
It's her second ace of the evening.
Zinovia plays it over. Kubik. And now Rasinski playing it over. Van Holzen attacking and missed long.
Park Center saying that a Cardinal player touched it.
Officials look across and say no. And that one just barely
Yeah.
long. Bilodeau putting it right where the Cardinals couldn't get.
She was able to find the hole in the back corner. The defense of Coon Rapids.
Jones attacking, picked up. Played over by Bilodeau. Nice play by Bilodeau at the line. Cardinals keep it in play and they get the point.
A nice point for Coon Rapids. Puts it in the 11-7 score.
Boisjolet checks back in and heads to the service line. Trying to increase that 4-point lead. Wasn't the prettiest return,
No.
but the Pirates able to get it back over. Engen had to hustle to punch that one over. Little miscommunication, but the Cardinals keep it in play. Here's Fry attacking, good block at the net by Cook.
Well, I think that one was going along.
Jones attacking, picked up by Holmes. Pushed over by Van Holzen. Engen. And they couldn't block it this time. Bilodeau was there, but
she wasn't able to get it. And it was a nice job, nice point there. Just missed getting that ball back over the net.
that makes it 12-7, and I didn't make a single joke about how convenient the score was
At
until a moment ago.
7-11. No, 11-7.
7-11.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. It's probably a good thing you didn't make that joke.
Too late now.
Yeah.
CTN News, a new episode every Friday. And we're hoping that in next week's episode, not the one that will come out this Friday, but next Friday, we'll be talking about state championship.
Yes, that would be nice.
Get a little athletics into their CTN News.
Don't forget to check out DC Collimer's movie review. So it keeps me on the edge of my seat each and every week.
Boisjolet will return to the service line. Miss hit by Holmes, but Park Center able to recover. Jones punches it over. Van Holzen is there. Van Holzen plays it over. Great save by Rasinski. Jones will get it over the net. Bilodeau attacking. Yanni is there. Jones attacking. Holmes is there. Fry into the net.
That's going to push the lead to 6 at 13-7. The Cardinals had a nice lead in the middle of game 2.
Yeah, about the same time, actually.
Yep.
at 13-8, and then a little later at 16-10. There's that little like off-speed serve that Boisjolet likes to throw in there. Good save this time by the Pirates. Jones attacking. Ooh. And that is still in play. You don't really want to pass the ball a lot with the side of your shoulder, but it worked for Holmes that time. Cardinals with two really good attacks on this volley, and Park Center has been able to keep it up until now, and Jones sneaks it into the middle.
Again, a little soft pass over the net, gets you the point, puts the lead at 7.
Fry punches it over. Rosinski saved it. Cardinals can't keep it up. Another substitution for the Pirates as Zinovia serves and serves long, and the Coon Rapids Cardinals get the serve right back with that 7-point lead.
We witnessed no lead is safe.
Nice diving attempt for Boisjolet, but can't save that one. Point Park Center.
To make the score 15-9.
And now an ace. As Boisjolet came up a little short.
Well, the one thing Coon Rapids can't do that they did in the second game is let Park Center get back into it after that nice lead that they've accumulated.
Pirates rolling with Megan Van Holzen at the line. Cut the lead in half. Another good play at the net. Cardinals keep it going though. Engen plays it over. Here's Fry on the attack. Engen couldn't get it back around the post.
They cut the lead to 3, and the Cardinals are going to take a breather here to talk about it.
Yeah, you talked about it. No lead is safe, but their 7-point lead now down to 3.
As we talked about, they had a nice lead in the first and the second game. And Park Center, give credit to the Pirates because they did a good job of getting back to that game and then eventually winning it. And now looking to get back here in game 3.
Yeah, a little 5-1 streak going for Park Center has cut that lead down to where we are now at 15-12. Van Holzen returning to the service line for the Pirates. Engen, attack goes long.
Now that timeout didn't get the Cardinals the point. Now cuts it to 2 at 15-13.
Reinhardt will stop the bleeding.
Well, that got him the point.
And now the Cardinals, of course, would like to see a little streak of their own. See if they can build that lead back up. Tori Crafty checks in and takes over at the service line. Amy Van Holzen picks it up. The attack by Hansen. Nice save by Yanni. Engen attacking. And now Reinhardt finishes it off.
Yeah, and that was perfect placement for her because that ball was hit back right to a perfect place for her to slam it to the floor. And she does. Cardinals up by 4.
Fry plays it over. Boisjolet right at the back line. Reinhardt attacking, nice save, but they can't return it. It was a good save by J.C. Fry on the initial attack, but Park Center could not get it back over the net.
That makes the score 18-13.
And a carry on the Pirates will put the Cardinals back in front by 6. And a timeout, Park Center.
Well, yeah, now they're getting to that point. We talked about the 19-point range, and we saw Park Center call a timeout the last time this happened, and it worked in their favor. So Coach Olmsted calls a timeout again. See what he can do about motivating his squad to stay in this game and not fall behind and fall behind 2-1.
Both teams most obviously want to get this victory so they are not the ones facing elimination in the next game. And it really means elimination at this point in the season now that it's playoff time. Marissa Martinson got the kill through the block. And now Park Center will try to whittle away at the Cardinal lead once again.
Well, they called that timeout. Get the point and the serve.
Kerfeld will get it right back.
Now you get your 20th point and the serve and an opportunity now with just 5 points away to take control of game 3.
Engen serving. Picked up. Nice save. Cardinals can't put it back in play. A point for Park Center. Hansen plays it into the net.
And you don't want to do that at this point of the game.
And now Ashley Peterson checking back in for the Cardinals to serve. Another point, Coon Rapids, as that one didn't quite clear the net.
Nope.
And now the serve into the net. Tricia Holmes back on and at the service line for Park Center.
Coon Rapids still holds that 6-point lead here in game 3.
Young plays it over. Set will go to Van Holden. This is off the scoreboard. And the Cardinals work it back and just long.
Oh, that just missed the end
almost
line.
They almost got it back off the scoreboard. Young plays it over. Fry picks it up. Billidu attacking and getting the point.
And she's able to get that in a spot where we made it very difficult for Coon Rapids to get the dig. Cardinals leads down to 4.
Nice attack by Katie Kurfeld, goes cross court. And the Cardinals 2 points away from a 2-1 lead. Holmes picking it up. Van Holzen plays it over. And the Cardinals a little sloppy on the passing. And the Pirates stay alive.
And they definitely do. They're within an opportunity here at 23-19.
Yanni with a nice play. Attacking was Young. Played right back over. Pushed over and right to the floor by Cook. And now it will be game point as Beaujolais returns to the service line. And that has worked all night for Megan Van Holzen.
Yeah, yes, it has. And Park Center avoiding a loss here in game 3.
Sinovia, the serve. Yanni picks it up. Set goes to Engen. It was kind of a long run for her, but she got it over. Fry will just push it over for the Pirates. Go to Engen again.
Crowd calling for a double hit.
Won't get it. Attacking is Egan. She gets the winner. And the Cardinals go ahead 2-1, 25-20. The final in game number 3. Cardinals will hope to close it out in game 4. We'll have that contest for you when we return on CTN.
Those locusts?
What?
Those locusts?
Yeah. Been throwing rocks at some stuff, and next thing I know, locusts.
Sounds like bad karma. You should try volunteering or walking a little old lady across the street or, something good.
Interesting.
Stay on the universe's good side. Volunteer, vote, get involved.
The odds of a child being in a fatal automobile accident are 1 in 23,000. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism? 1 in 166. The odds say it's time to listen. To learn the signs of autism, visit autismspeaks.org.
The second season starts right now. Wow, do we have a show for you tonight? Come out.
Busy afternoon Monday for firefighters trying to contain several grass fires along.
This is going to be a very good and very close game.
Welcome to Sports Night. I'm Joe Young.
And I'm Howie Sprout.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Talk of the Town.
Such a big event definitely needs a third man.
So Coon Rapids able to get out to a lead in game number 3 and then able to hold off the Park Center attempted rally and take that 2-1 lead here in this section tournament game. Good net play again by the Pirates. I think that's been really their best area here in this match that has given them a little bit of an edge over Coon Rapids maybe on the defensive play at the net. But the Cardinals playing well on the attack, a little bit better than are the Pirates.
Yeah, Cardinals taking advantage of some 10 kills at the net. That gives them that 5-point win in game 3. Now they are 1 game away from advancing to play the number 3 seed Centennial Cougars. That match, I believe that's on Friday.
You are correct.
I believe that's at Centennial.
You are correct in that assumption as well. I have a feeling that photographer Mike Burlingame is going to be in attendance for CTN.
Yes, he is, because he's a company man.
Engen attacks and gets a kill, and the Cardinals get the first point of a game for the first time since game 1.
Engen with the kill. That's her 4th of the match.
Unofficially, of course. Hansen attacking right down the middle and getting the point right back for Park Center. Engen attacking is blocked again. Good job defensively at the net. Van Holzen and Hansen both there. Van Holzen getting the block.
That's going to give the Pirates early 2-1 lead.
Reinhardt won't let that one be stopped. Her 15th of the match.
Yeah, you talk about authority there.
Again, unofficially, but I've got her for 15.
It's official in my book, but what does that mean?
Not much.
No, exactly. We talked about. She came in with 152 kills. Adds 15 to that.
That's 167. Thank you very much.
Good Minneapolis math.
Kerfeld will get one as well. Her 6th. Hansen's attack picked up. Young. Not sure if that was blocked. I think that one was played into the net.
It was played into the net. It's going to even it up at 3.
Allison Hansen serving for the Pirates. Kubik picks it up. Kerfeld right to the back line. That was a nice hit.
Well, great placement. Not only was she able to get the back line, but she did it with authority.
It was on a rope.
It was on a rope.
A frozen one. Ashley Peterson checks in, gives Reinhardt a breather, and takes over at the service line. At least for that one serve. I love that about it. And then Reinhardt checks back in for Peterson and then immediately checks back out for Yanni. Holmes serving for the Pirates. Kerfeld attacking and getting her kill.
Well, quite obviously, Park Center doesn't want to lose this game because their season is over and it's back and forth, but they have to prevent any kind of run by Coon Rapids if they want to remain in this contest.
Rosinski checks in and she serves. A little bit of a miss hit, but saved by the Pirates, but can't get it back over. Rosinski, another hard serve. This time Holmes able to handle it. Played over by Bilodeau. Jones attacking and gets the kill.
That gives them the 3-point lead while they're trying to start this run.
Bilodeau in the middle, stopped by Brown, and then Brown gets the kill. Little too much on that one for Rosinski. And good communication by the Pirates to let it go.
A little too much pepper.
Jones attacking from the left side, picked up by Synovia. Played over by Fry. And that pass a little too tight to the net. And the lead is cut in half, 8-6. Brown attacking. Fry is there. Synovia plays it back forward and unable to get.
A little mishit on her behalf.
Renee LeBaron. It's the only 12 I see on the Park Center side of the roster.
I'm assuming that's correct.
Boisjolet serving. They'll set for Fry. Nice save by Boisjolet. Engen attacking the other way, picked up by Fry. Van Holzen, this time the tricky flip won't work.
The tricky flip?
I just named that. Nice save by Park Center. Jones attacking, and she'll get the kill.
I'll make it 10-6 in favor of the Cardinals.
Lead back to 4, as large as it's been in here in game number 4. There's that little curveball. And a great job by Engen at the net. It came back over, and she just pushed it right back to the floor, and a timeout, Park Center.
Yeah, we're looking at an 11-6 lead for the Cardinals. Watch it, as you mentioned, just a little bit flip right back over, right in front of 2 Pirates. And that will give the Cardinals the 5-point lead. Well, I think we'll see some highlights of this match. As you talked about, plenty of highlights for
a ridiculous amount.
Yeah, whenever that will be next week. I'm not sure exactly when.
Well, we're hoping it's not Monday or Tuesday.
Correct.
We're hoping Wednesday is a day off next week. Because Wednesday is the third place games.
Right.
For state soccer.
Correct.
We're hoping to have Wednesday off. We could squeeze Sportsnetter in. Squeeze Sports Night in. And really rally the troops and get everybody excited for a couple of championship games on Thursday at the Metrodome. And then first day with the new lips. I just bought them.
You have them on backwards, by the way. And upside down.
Boisjolet will pick up the ace and keep the train a-rolling for Coon Rapids. There it is, that little curve or change-up she likes to do, and it works. Back-to-back aces.
Catches Park Center off guard. 7-point lead for Coon Rapids.
Boisjolet plays it over. Fry attacking in long.
And she's calling for the tip as well, but we've seen her hit that shot quite a bit this evening. A little too much mustard on it.
Boisjolet dropping it in again, and it's another ace. 3 aces in 4 points for Abby Boisjolet. And the lead is 9. Mary Rose Spencer checking in for the first time tonight for Park Center. And another ace. 4 out of 5. That's a nice little stretch. 4 out of 5 that aren't returned. I don't know if you call that one an ace or not.
Yeah, let's give it to her.
Okay.
Give it to her.
I'll give it to her because you say it is. Yep. They weren't able to return it. And there's the changeup again off the net, and that one's certainly an ace.
That'll be her unofficial 7th ace of the match.
Well, more importantly, 6 out of the last 7 points since that timeout. Nice save by Rosinski. She'll push it over. Fry attacking and long.
Again.
And the lead is 13 at 19-6. We'll see another timeout.
Yeah, and Coon Rapids doing just a good job of really putting it to Park Center here in Game 4. Controlling with the big 19-6 lead thanks to a number of service aces by Abby Beaujolais.
Yeah, 6 out of 7 points, I think it was.
There it is, Joe. Little boys state soccer action.
Yep. That one is Thursday at 7:30 at Irondale High School. Come out and cheer your Cardinals on in state quarterfinal action. The boys received the 3rd seed in the state tournament. Just the top 4 teams are seeded. They are one of those top 4.
Number 3.
And they will take on St. Cloud Tech at Irondale High School, 7:30 Thursday night. Come check it out, cheer them on, and then go home and watch it on CTN starting at midnight.
I know you will. You'll stay up till midnight, watch it.
I'm way too old to stay up. I catch it the next morning. Beaujolais serving. This time Spencer picks it up. Played over. Cardinals set up for Engen. And that one's yours, Shapiro. Oh, what a catch! That was an impressive catch by our scoreboard operator, Nate.
That was very nice. Watch Nate with the catch. Look at that. Put that on his highlight reel.
That's my Sports Night highlight. And give her another one. Unofficially, 8th ace of the evening for Abby Beaujolais, 7th during this run.
On a roll.
7 of 10 points. Engen puts that one right back down. Everything rolling for Coon Rapids now at 22-6. Stuff at the line by Trelly Brown.
Very nice. I think
this is a 15-point run now. That play is long, and the Cardinals have match point.
Well, they definitely dominated in this 4th game. They didn't want that season to be over.
Brown punches it over. Fry got it through the block. Jones punches it over into the floor, and the Cardinals are moving to the section quarterfinals at Centennial on Friday night.
Yeah, and a nice win for Coon Rapids. And you know, they really, for the most part, dominated this match. They did lose a game, but they were up pretty big, you know, by about 7 points, I believe, at one point in that game, in Game 2. And got to give Park Center credit to come back. But
we'll take a short break. Be back to wrap things up from Roger E. Carlson right after this.
Mom! What? You can't find Ichabod. What?
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with.
Back at Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse, the Cardinals advance to the section quarterfinals with a 3-1 win over the Park Center Pirates here in Section 5 3A first round. On my right, Megan Lee, the coach. On my left, Abby Boisjolet. And first of all, how's it feel to get the win?
It feels really good. We came out here probably expecting a little too much, like to beat them, but we came out a little too easy, but at the end we came out strong, and the team's really happy about it. So,
well, game 1 was close all the way. Game 2, you had a decent lead. They came back and won. Game 3, you had a decent lead. They came back and made it close, but game 4, you guys really shut it down. What was the difference in game 4?
I think the team just had the fire and just the pursuit of like covering the middle and stuff. We just gotta do what we gotta do.
Now, you were at the service line for the long stretch, and we counted you for 7 service aces in that stretch. Do you think about that as you're going through a streak like that?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it makes me a little lighthearted. I don't know. Just makes everything go easier. I don't know.
Congratulations on the big win. On the other side, Coach, how do you feel about the victory, and what do you have to do to get ready for a much better Centennial team on Friday?
Right. We came out sloppy, and that's not something we can do coming out against Centennial. Eventually, we got that fire that Abby was talking about, and we need that pursuit and that low-air volleyball in order to beat Centennial.
Now, how frustrating is it from you from the sidelines to see 8-point, 7-point leads disappear late in games?
Yep, and that's part of the game. It's never over till it's over. We talk a lot about once you get to 20, the game's not done. 25 is what you need to get to, but sometimes you just got to believe in the team and believe in the sport and pursue.
At what point did it get a little bit easier to watch in Game 4? Was it when the lead got to 10?
Yeah, that was comfortable. Once we started serving the way that we've been practicing serving, using that as a real offensive weapon and not just putting the ball over to play, we felt a lot more comfortable.
All right, well, congratulations on the win. Enjoy it for now, and good luck on Friday. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from game number 4. It's all for the team in red. The Cardinals really just put the hammer down. It was a close game really early, but then Boisjolet got to the service line. She had 6 out of 7 points there that she had service aces, and 7 out of 10. And the Cardinals just shut the door. Paige Jones ending it with a little pass over the net. But as the score was in Game 4, so were the stats. 25-6 the score. The Cardinals get 12 kills to the Pirates 1. They each had a block. And again, the 7 aces by Boisjolet in that streak. And we talk about it all the time. In this sport, it is so crucial to get on those streaks, and the Cardinals got on one of the best you'll ever see there at the end of Game 4.
Yeah, that was a mega run, and they did a really good job at that. And really, it shows the character of this team coming in and losing that second game, but really taking charge. And the one game we did earlier, and there was a Game 5, and they took charge in that game. So in the games that count, they came away with a great win for them. And now it puts them in the next round against Centennial. And it's going to be a tough time for them, but they know they get the advantage here, getting the win, getting a little more confidence growing for that game on Friday.
Yeah, and the Cougars, a team that beat the Cardinals in 3 games during the regular season, a team that they know pretty well. As you look at the bracket, Centennial is the number 3 seed in this 12-team tournament, had a bye in the first round, so the Cardinals will go there on Friday, and then Osseo will host the winner of Mounds View and Totino Gray.
Yeah, and again, it's going to be tough. There's no doubt about it. This is a relatively young team and a team that continually grew as this year went by, and it's going to be a tough test. But they know it's kind of you have nothing to lose and everything to gain situation on Friday night.
Well, and as we've talked about, they have really taken a step. The program has taken a big step this season in one step closer to being a contender and being one of those top seeds and seeing more than a couple of rounds of volleyball on their home floor.
Well, yeah, and you go right to the coach at Megan Lee, a great volleyball player at this high school, able to impart her wisdom and the style that she grew up playing, and she's bringing it to her athletes, and so you can see some of that in this game.
Well, and she talked about it a little sloppy in the beginning, but if they can play the way they did in Game 4 from the very beginning, they could give Centennial some fits and hopefully pull off a bit of an upset. Here's a look at what we have coming up for you here on CTN. We've got boys state soccer on Thursday night. Again, come out to the game. Quarterfinals, number 3 seeded Coon Rapids and St. Cloud Tech. Come out to the game at Irondale at 7:30, then go home and watch it. It premieres here at midnight. The girls' state soccer team, head over to Park at Cottage Grove on Friday night. That game, I believe, starts at 7. Howie says it's also a 7:30 start over at Park at Cottage Grove. Wyzetta, the number 4 seed, Coon Rapids unseeded. It will be a great contest. Cable 12 is covering it for us, and we will run it here on CTN at midnight on Friday night. Then on Saturday, back to football. The Cardinals, the number 2 seed, a huge 62-14 win over St. Francis in the quarterfinals. They will host Cambridge Isani, the upset-minded Blue Jackets, who got past Anoka in the quarterfinals, and that also will premiere at midnight. A lot of great action coming up in the next couple of days here on CTN. We hope to have almost a whole nother week, at least, of tournament action to bring you next week. But that's all the time we have for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score from Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse. It's Coon Rapids 3, Park Center 1. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying goodnight.